Hello and welcome to CATEX TV. Today is Tuesday the 12th of January. At least 10 people have reportedly been killed and others seriously injured after a suicide bomb attack at the central Istanbul Sultanahmet Square in Turkey. Initial reports suggest the attack was carried out by a female bomber. Several other individuals have been hospitalized amid claims by the state-run broadcaster TRT television that the blast was caused by a suicide bomber. Security expert Michael Horowitz said the explosion was a suicide bomb attack on tourists, citing local sources, adding that at least 9 of the dead were Germans. The first truck containing food and other aid for 40,000 starving people besieged in the Syrian town of Medaya arrived last night, according to Red Cross officials accompanying the convoy. Paweł Kiszkiewicz said that we are on our way to Medaya with aid. He tweeted a picture of the convoy heading out of Damascus and of them entering the town as dusk fell outside. A red alert warning has been issued for the South Pacific nation of Vanuatu as tropical cyclone Eula heads towards the country's southern province. The storm is located around 90 kilometers from the southern side of the island. The island is still recovering from Cyclone Pam, which struck the island and left thousands of people homeless and a number dead, and wiped out the entire food crop when it struck the islands in March last year. Pam was responsible for one of the island's worst natural disasters in its history. A Canadian man held by the Taliban in Afghanistan since 2010 has been released, according to the Canadian government. Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Stéphane Dion said in a statement yesterday that Colin Rutherford was a tourist in Afghanistan when he was seized by the Taliban in November 2010. Taliban released a video of Rutherford in 2011 and accused the 26-year-old of being a spy. Dion said Canada gave its heartfelt thanks to the government of Qatar in its assistance with the matter. British retail investment bank RBS has advised clients to brace for a cataclysmic year and a global deflationary crisis, warning that major stock markets could fall by a fifth and oil may plummet to $16 a barrel. The bank's credit team said markets are flashing stress alerts akin to the turbulent months before the Lehman crisis in 2008. In a client note, it said, "Sell everything except high-quality bonds. This is about return of capital, not return on capital." In a crowded hall, exit doors are small. 2 window washers in Texas have been rescued after dangling nearly 1,000 feet from the ground for almost an hour. The 2 men were working near the top of the 75-story JP Morgan Chase Tower in Houston, the city's tallest skyscraper, when disaster almost struck. One of the cables securing the scaffolding they were standing on reportedly snapped, causing the platform to tilt perilously and the men to cling on for dear life. Horrified onlookers gathered below as the men radioed for help, their platform now tilted to a 45-degree angle. The Houston Fire Department arrived at the scene and soon after began a delicate rescue operation. And finally, a final deal has been signed between South Korea's Samsung and the main group of families seeking compensation over leukemia they say was contracted while at work in the electronics company's semiconductor plants. Documents were signed at the family's lower office in Seoul after the agreement was reached earlier today. The agreement includes a confidential compensation deal for 5 families and former employees that have been pursuing a case against the company for years, as well as preventive measures Samsung says it will implement for better safety in its semiconductor plant from chemical exposure. Meanwhile, more than 200 current or former Samsung workers are still looking to take legal action against the company. That's all from us. We'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Thank you very much, and goodbye.